Marching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'll give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On the delay, here's Hines, and he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hurts going to keep it again.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
Now, I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Taking it about the 36. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Singletary to get the drive started. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Allen now looks to throw. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I'm thinking the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Now a second down and 6. Throwing now is Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here we go now on first and goal. Now Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. Touchdown Bills. Dawson Knox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Working with a 2nd and 3. The Eagles sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they've been playing well, really well. I mean, winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
On first down, Hurts out to his left.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they go to work on a first and goal. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
A.J. Brown from a yard out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Allen going to throw.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Finding Shakir across the formation. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
And he's got room.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Powers through it.
Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Davis.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen, throw left side, complete. That's Hines. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The offense on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To the air, Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
It's a second down run with Sanders. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Smith catches left side, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Goes right back to Smith again. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
A.J. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Bills. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crack the throwing lanes?
On third down, they go with Singletary. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Holding offense.
So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. It's Devontae Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense. He's been really good in the yardage category, yet to hit the end zone, however.
A minor blemish against him right now because the work he's doing catching the ball, in some ways he's helping serve as good ball control because the big plays that he's making have really helped out his team.
Absolutely. They're winning on the scoreboard here in quarter number 2. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing is Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football back at their own 17. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On first down, Allen. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Allen. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And again, it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. Now Allen has his man. It's Shakir. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 30 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded right around the 8. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Hurts.
And Sanders has got it complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And once again, this is Sanders.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Come on. Hey. Move it, my team.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Another run here with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. He'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
Sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 31, Allen. Shakir hauls it in.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds He's down inside the 25.
A big play here for Buffalo. 46 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. Now Allen. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On play action, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Dominic Daphne,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got Smith here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
To try again after the sack. Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
They go right back to Singletary. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Allen now on 1st down. He'll air this one out deep for Davis, and that is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Allen running the option to the left. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To the air, Allen. He'll check this down to Hines. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. Well, the Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This is caught. It's Brown. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 36. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 19. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
A.J. Brown. with his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Eagles go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Throwing on first down is Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Allen now looks to throw. Finds Hines again for the completion. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Allen to throw once more. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Gets around him. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 7. Allen. Open man downfield is Davis. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 42 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. An option handoff given to Sanders. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Sanders. And some room to run now. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
And a lot lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This will be from 53 for the win. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Bills going to be the first to get it as we are back underway here in overtime. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Hines. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. So it's a win here for the Bills.